Alright, I'm about to start the Paladin Danse trader mission.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
And basically,
Not at all.
he's gonna ask me that Paladin Danse is a synth.
Proctor Quinn
I just want to walk you through
of
this,
the data you retrieved
show
from
you
the
how to
Institute.
keep Paladin Danse
A
as a
portion of his
companion.
findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a synth.
Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
There must be some other way.
Absolutely not. My decision is final. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinn. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Okay, so I'm gonna go speak to Proctor Quinlan. He's up these steps. Now, this quest is only available if you choose to side with the, well, I guess you can do it. It's just that he's going to turn against you if you join with the Institute anyway.
Attention. Delta Team Lead, report to the bridge.
So, you can do this up until Mass Fusion, but really, I just chose to side with the Brotherhood.
Sorry about this business with Danse.
He'll be missed.
Doubtful. I wouldn't miss a synth any sooner than I'd miss a transistor radio. I was merely sorry that you'd been duped. No matter. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, as you're well aware, Danse had intimate knowledge of... I think our bet...
Right.
You may want to get...
What the hell is this crap about Danse being a synth?
Now this is who's going to tell me where Danse is. It's pretty easy to find.
So he sets Danse...
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Danse did... There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen. Now, unless you're here with him...
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have...
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information. I've stored the data on my vertibird gunship's computer.
I'll take anything.
Yes, ma'am.
Proceed, Knight.
If you'll follow me, ma'am.
Thanks to you.
So I'm going to follow her.
Fend off the constant demands.
Hopefully there's no lags. She's going to take me to the underbelly of the ship. Try to convince me that there's some mistake. I'm just going to go along with it so I can get the location. I'm going to speed this conversation along pretty fast.
Scribe.
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin?
That's
I know it is. I've known Paladin. He trained me. He's earned my... I don't care what Quinlan's...
You're sympathizing.
That's exactly my... Dance. That's why I'm asking. If you're not convinced...
All right,
That's all that I'll just have to trust that when the time comes... Before the Pribwin showed, it was listening post brought. It's isolated. And we're the only... just...
Alright, so I got my location. I'm gonna head there now. Now, there's a few tricks to this. You're gonna have to pass several convincing checks, you know, persuasion checks. And I've maxed out my charisma, and I'm also a female, so everyone I have to convince is male, so it makes it much easier if you invest in the Lady Killer perk to the max as well.
Find my technical documents. You should bring them to Dr. Quinlan for analysis.
Alright, I'm gonna go to Listening Post Bravo, which I've already discovered. I'm gonna travel there right now. There we go. Well, I guess I haven't discovered it yet, so I'm just gonna go to... I have the slog here, so I'm gonna go to that. It's just a short walk. I don't know why you'd have a middle opening like that in a car. Okay, now we're gonna follow the sign. It's right over here. I'm gonna speed this along by running. You can see it on the map there. It's coming up really quick. There it is. Paladin Danse is at the bottom of the elevator. So just take out the turrets here. I don't quite remember if the robots down there are going to harm you or not. So, got to activate the terminal. Power elevator.
Going down.
Now, there's a couple of secrets to this. First is convincing him that he's worth living. And the second I'll show you once I come up to the top. And that's really going to be what's going to determine whether or not Paladin Danse is going to live.
Commencing lawful use.
Okay, so I guess the robots are you know, a little bit dangerous, so they're pretty easy to take out. He's right down here through a cave.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Danse.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
No, but I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that we're good friends, and this must be very difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
I see you've calculated all the variables.
Your anger is simple. I'm ready to accept the cut. Maxon's ordered you to exit.
No.
I can't believe you'd risk your... Why would you do that for me?
I'm going to
I've
go
already
with losing
lost
a
my
friend.
family. I don't want to lose my friend.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I should consider how my death might affect the people that care about me. People like you and Halen. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back.
Thank you, my friend. But I have my own path to follow. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxon will just send someone else to hunt me down. Now, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
Now we're gonna leave here, and there's a surprise up at the top waiting us. That's one convincing check I passed. I don't really need him on the elevator with me, I just gotta go up there.
Going up.
Now again, this quest is totally optional, but if you like Paladin Dance's companion, I do believe I've heard that you can continue to have him as one once you pass this little checkout here. I'm gonna quick save in case I don't pass it, because there's always a chance that you won't pass it.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not her fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's still alive because you're wrong about him.
Him! Danse isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
All I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Danse. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
You're comparing Danse to a nuclear bomb.
This machine might not be a bomb, but its goal is exactly the same.
Yeah, so I guess you're guessed by now that the Elder's out here, so I gotta convince him to let Danse live.
Without warning and without mercy. A precision strike delivered right at the heart of the enemy. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer.